friends, it's Jackeline here. Today's video is a very different video for me. Usually when I do my monthly favorite videos, it's just favorites, and here and there I give you some updates of certain products that I have been using, how I tweak them, little updates here and there, but not really fails. And on my last monthly favorites, which was August, one of you guys said, what about if you give us your fails? Do you have any fails? And I'm like, I do have many fails, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to all of you guys. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with me. I do try a lot of luxury makeup, and yes, there has been some products that they have gone back to the store. Yes, I have returned them. And not too long ago, I also watched a video from my dear friend Jenna Fries, and she is a content creator all about luxury beauty, and she did 5 regrets, but at the same time she gave you like 5 products that actually you could buy instead, or if you were thinking considering to buy them. And then I have seen other content creators that they have done buy these, not that, so I don't even know how I will be titling this video, but this is what we're going to do today. So I have exactly 5 products that I don't have them here with me anymore. You have seen them, trying them, reviewing them, I'm like everything, but they have gone back to the store. So let's go with the first one right here, and this is by Valentino Beauty, and it is their foundation. I know. I did a full day wear test. I have my review up, and it actually surprised me, impressed me the way that it wore throughout the day. It's a kind of like soft matte, very lightweight matte kind of foundation that again it wore out throughout the day very, very well. Now again, if you're new here, I do have dry skin, sensitive skin, mature skin. I'm on my 4th floor, so I do have, enlarged pores. I do have wrinkles, signs of aging, all the jazz. And I was like, okay, I think this foundation can work. I can actually mix it with a little bit of like an oil or a primer that has a little bit more of luminosity and work just fine. But while I was actually recording my review, I don't know if you recall, or perhaps if you go back and watch it, you will see that I said this have a strong scent, like a citrus scent, and I know it had a lot of like essential oils aside to the fragrances that we all know by now that most luxury makeup, that's what they do, they put fragrance in in their products. So anyhow, that night I started having a rash, and I broke out so badly with a lot of little, no pimples, but red bumps all over my face. They were itchy, and I said, you know what, I don't know if it's this foundation or not. I tried another time, and the same thing happened. So definitely had to go back. Now, to be honest with you, the finish of the foundation wasn't my, wow, this is, amazing, because again, I have dry skin. Now, I live now in California, but if you go back to my videos between January, February, March, May, I was in Florida, so I know that foundation will work wonderful, even for a person like me with dry skin in the East Coast, or if you live in a humid climate, it will be lovely because again, it's of a very thin formulation. Anyhow, friends, definitely I had to go back because it wasn't something that, one, I was going to give it away to someone knowing the allergic reaction that I had, and 2, there was no way for me to tweak it or change it or anything. When you have an allergic reaction to something, it is what it is. So what to buy instead of that foundation? I would say the new Chanel Ultra Le Teint. Now, this foundation, you will be like, that's not a new foundation. Well, they just reformulated, and in fact I did again a full day wear test on this foundation right here, but it gives the most beautiful, lightweight, true soft matte finish. Is super long wearing, super comfortable. Yes, it does have fragrance, but the difference between this new formulation and the older formula is that they have added skincare ingredients in it. Now, this will not replace your skincare obviously, but it's more soothing, and actually I don't want to say that it differs at all and whatsoever from the L'Ultra Le Teint. I think if there is a slight difference, it will be mainly on the shade range, because they have added more shades, which I'm just super happy about it, that, you know, luxury brands, they are stepping up their game and giving us a shade range that is decent, you know, that we were supposed to see many years ago, but now we are seeing it at any conference. So these wears beautifully, absolutely beautifully. But if you want a soft matte that looks more natural than matte, because that's what it is. I mean, like the one from Valentino, throughout the day, at the beginning I'm like, kind of not like it too much, but throughout the day it looked more like soft matte, but natural and thin, almost imperceptible on the skin. This one will give you all of that right away, longevity, and again, for me, and again, you may love the Valentino one, and it's something personal right here, you know, that I happen to have an allergic reaction, but one that I will highly recommend if you're looking for that perfect base. And if you're about to take some photos, you know, family portraits are coming because of the holiday and whatnot, or anytime if you're going for a wedding and whatnot and you want to be photographed and you look just flawless, this will give it to you. And I don't know why this cup keeps stay there. Okay, my friends, so that is the first one. Now moving on to concealer. So this concealer right here, a lot of people have been raving about it, is the new Lancome. It's called the Teint Idole concealer. So I did a try on haul with this concealer, and then I tried it many times, but it happens to be that it creases so much under my eyes, and I'm not the person, if you notice from my reviews of concealers, to put, you know, that big kind of triangle under my eyes. I just basically do 2 dots right here, 1 dot right here, or just try 2 dots right here, and then I just see from there, and I work my concealers in layers. And although I have another situation with my under eyes, I do have very dark under eye circles, I don't rely necessarily on a concealer to actually erase. I actually use a color corrector, but at the same time, I don't want my concealer to age me. And I find out that with the Lancome, it always age me. Now, I have heard the best things from very reliable and amazing beauty content creators that I admire. I follow them and I trust their opinion, but it happens to be that they live on the East Coast too. So I'm wondering, is humidity actually playing a role for why this specific concealer is getting so much hype about it? And I mean, there's also other people that have reviewed it, that they are younger than me, that they have, I don't want to say flawless skin necessarily, or under eyes that are perfect, but perhaps not as much fine lines as I do. But anyhow, it had to go back. So if you want a really good concealer that is thin, that it has medium to full coverage, for many people perhaps full coverage, but for me, I do have, again, very dark under eye circles, I will have to say go with the McGRATH concealer. It is very thin, very lightweight. It's alike to the Lancome, that it doesn't have any dewiness, it's not radiant, it's more like a natural or soft matte, natural kind of skin kind of concealer. Very nice concealer. I have used it for more than a year, since the day that it actually launched, and in fact I need to buy a new one because this is in the last drops. I mean, I can see through the bottle right now right here, and it works just so well. You don't need a lot, a little goes a long way. In fact, with this concealer, you don't have to set it. It actually is kind of like self-setting, so if you don't want to use extra powders under your eyes and you have dry skin, again, because if you have oily skin, that's a different story. But you know, if you want to go ahead and don't set it, you can go ahead and don't set it. Now, by the way, I will be leaving all the details of all these products on my description box below, along with the makeup that I'm using, and you will notice that the concealer that I'm using for this video is not this one, because I think I have found another holy grail, which is so sad for Mama Pat, but you know, we can always find something better and better. Not that this is not excellent product, and yes, I will repurchase it many times. But if you're looking for that finish from the Lancome that is thin, that it works under more mature skin with fine lines, or you just have fine lines in general, if you have dark under eye circles and you want to have, you know, build your coverage to a full coverage, this will give it to you. And I tried it again, this is more than a year, and hands down one of the best concealers out there. And yes, I will be talking about my new holy grail, maybe on my favorites, or I don't know, I will create a video of some sort. Okay friends, now moving on right here to, well, let's just stay on the eyes area. So on one of my try on hauls, I tried this NATASHA DENONA microblade liquid liner, and this is a sample size, and I kind of like it a little, you know, this is a brush type of tip. It was thin. I was like, okay, this could work. I found a little bit of trouble to actually draw my line, but I said, you know what, let me go ahead and actually buy, you know, the full size, so that way I can, you know, really grasp and see it. You had to go back to the store. It was so hard. It just, I don't know why, it kept skipping and skipping on. I have a lot of falls on my eyelids. When you see me reviewing any kind of like eyeshadow palette and I have close-ups, you will see I have a lot of allergies, and they show a lot more on my eyes too. So all the rubbing and tagging and all of that had made of my eyes to age faster. So anyhow, unfortunately, although I like the finish because it's more of like not a super matte type of liquid eyeliner, but you know, like a semi-matte. It doesn't look plasticky, and you know, I wanted to really like it, but unfortunately it's a big no. Instead, what I will suggest that you invest on is on the Tone 4 Eye Defining Pen, and this one right here is a double-sided. So you have one that is a brush, which is very, very nice and thin, and with this one right here, I just glide on, like there is no tagging, no pulling, no like skipping on the lines, like tuk, 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 nothing like that. And then on the other side, you have a little felt tip that if you want to actually define even more, go in between your eyelashes, you can do so with so much ease. I just cannot emphasize that, to me, this is the best liquid eyeliner out there, the one from Tone 4. And then you perhaps will be like, well, this is like something like $50 something, $54, something like that, and this is I think $26 for a regular size. With this one, you actually get a little bit more, and it lasts forever. Like, I have these for more than a year, and I wish that Tone 4 will come out with a brown version of this same one, because it's so good for those of us that we have hooded eyelids, that we have, you know, more mature eyelids, or more, or just in general more falls on your eyelids. And if you struggle to make a wing eyeliner or just put eyeliner in general, this simplifies it so well. I mean, like, I have been raving about this for so long that honestly you'll find out that with this you don't need any other liquid eyeliner. Okay friends, and now going into lips. The lipstick that I returned are the liquid lipsticks by McGRATH. So she came out, I mean, she had liquid lipsticks before, then she removed them from, you know, her inventory, and then she brought them back this year, and I'm like, oh, I was super excited to try them. I think it was February that I tried them, along with the Divine Rose Squad, you know, the little collection that it came out during that time, the blushes too. And oh man, if they were so drying. Like, the thing that I don't like about matte lipsticks, and listen, I'm using a matte lipstick right now, and this is by Givenchy. I'm not talking about this right here right now because this is not in the liquid version, but I don't want of a matte lipstick to dry out my lips, or to show and emphasize my fine lines, or for it to be too thick, or that it starts, you know, cracking on the lips, because that looks disgusting. It looks like, yuck, stay away from me. It's like, who wants to kiss lips like that, right? So anyhow, friends, I will have to recommend you, if you want a liquid lipstick that dries matte, but that is non-drying, that it will I don't want to say that it stays moisturizing, but it actually feels like nothing on your lips, like there's some sort of hydration, but without moving, without transferring and whatnot. Yes, you may be saying, oh, she's gonna go for the Chanel, the Duo. I will say absolutely yes, this is my first pick for any liquid lipsticks, but this one right here you have to use the gloss in order to seal the deal and for them to do not transfer, right? But the thing with this Chanel is that if you keep just the matte side, for some people it feels a little bit too sticky. I think the combination, that's why there's two components to this specific liquid lipstick. You know, you have to use the lip gloss. But if you want to have that matte finish, but it's comfortable, doesn't dry, it doesn't like flake, it doesn't gather on the lines of the lips, and it's so thin, and it just have some ingredients that they just make of your lips like non-dry. You know, you're not like, after you use this liquid lipstick, you're not gonna find your lips to be chapped. Okay, you're gonna be okay. Which one it is? Is the one from Dior. These are the Rouge Dior Forever liquid lipsticks. These are amazing. If you want a matte liquid lipstick that will not dry your lips, that they look amazing, that they come in so many different shades, this is it. I mean, like, you don't have to look for any more, and it has pink shades, you can find nude shades. This is definitely the one that you want to go for. Definitely 100%. You will see. Yeah, don't buy the McGRATH one. I love Mama Pat. I love all her products, but the liquid lipstick is like a big no. Go for Dior. Go for Dior. And then the last product right here is a product that, again, I returned. I'm gonna put another picture right here. I'm talking about the Revlon this blow dryer brush. So back like about 2 years ago when it came out, a lot of people were raving about it, and I bought it because I wanted it to blow out my hair, to make it very soft and smooth and all of that. But it turned out that every time that I dry my hair, I smell these like burning kind of smell coming out of the Revlon brush thing, and I'm like, I'm burning my hair or what? Another thing that I didn't like is that I wasn't able to really, you know, adjust anything. It was like pretty much, yeah, there was not much about it. It pulled a little bit my hair. I just didn't like it, and I felt like it was getting too high and that it was drying my hair. So I did the best and wisest investment in my life, and I bought a Dyson Airwrap. Now I use this brush right here. Yes, you have hairs, don't mind it. And actually I style my hair today with the one right here. So you have different tools that you can interchange. They are super easy to interchange. So if you want something like the Revlon, you just put it right here. I know this is way more expensive, and the reason why a lot of people go with the Revlon is because the expense of these is quite a bit. But I will say, if you want a tool that, you know, it's not gonna really damage your hair, it's versatile. This Dyson Airwrap, it also has another tool right here that, sorry, I didn't brought it with me. It's in the case that you can actually dry your hair with it. You can use the wands. You can use the brushes if you want something more just like straight your hair, not super straight, but just not, you know, like just wave type of thing. You can use that one. So it just gives you so much versatility. The actually styling of your hair goes way more smooth, way more silky. I mean, like less frizziness to it too. I mean, like there's so many pros about the Dyson Airwrap that it makes it, yes, a very expensive tool. And I will never suggest, hey, you know, like go for a credit or make payments. Although, like, I think, like, say Sephora has Klarna, and I don't know if Klarna it's a credit thing or not, but I know it's like 4 payments. But anyhow, I'm not saying you need to go to that route, but if you were looking for something really good and you don't want to waste your time, your money, damage your hair and whatnot, go with the Dyson Airwrap. This is the best investment. I had it right now for over 2 years, still running really good. The guarantee is there. You know, if something happens, I can always call Dyson. I mean, like, I feel it's something reliable. It has the technology that it needs to. I just feel it's such a good product. I mean, like, I will pay this amount of money for this product again, no matter what. There's no way that I will go to a dupe or something like that, because I have tried the real thing and I can see my hair in a very, you know, like, it's healthy. It's healthy. The heat is not damaging it, and the way that it styles it is the way that I like it. Okay, my friends, so here you go. I hope you're pleased. I give you 5 regrets. Those that they went back to the store, bye-bye. I will not even give them away to anybody because nobody deserves to, you know, have to go through the same troubles that I did. And 5 products that I will highly suggest you to, you know, try instead, like even tested it and whatnot, not necessarily buy it. But anyhow, my friends, all the products that I mentioned today, they will be on the description box below for your convenience, along with my makeup. I hope that you enjoy it. I would love to know from you, what are those products that you have tried this year? I know that Dyson is something that I have tried for a couple of years, but any products that you have tried and that you have found, oh, what, no, this is way better. Or perhaps you can just share with us if you have tried any of these products that I have recommended for you today, or the ones that didn't work for me, how are they working for you. Let's enrich the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.